are so glad you joined us.
Yeah,
Taylor,
thanks.
tell us about yourself and how you came here and what you would like us to know about you.
Sure. So my name is Taylor Smith, as you mentioned. I was born and raised in Manhattan, New York. And that is where I started my business, Broma, which I mentioned in the intro. So my background is also as a personal trainer. So I'm a certified personal trainer through NASM. I have my certification in culinary nutrition, and then I also have my master's degree in food studies. And the reason behind my business actually stemmed from my grandmother. So she's in her 90s, and she found out that she was deficient in protein. And while I was getting my master's degree, I ended up doing a lot of research into the elderly population. And I learned that once you pass a certain age, you're not only not able to taste things as readily as you once were, but you're not able to absorb the nutrients from your food in the same way that you once were, which means that your nutrient requirements change. But the elderly population are also historically people who don't want to change habits that they've had for many years. So they don't pay attention to these nutritional changes. So what I did was I essentially did this research, and I used foods that my grandmother loved, which was chocolate and almonds. And I created a dark chocolate almond spread by adding in the lentils that made the product a complete protein. It also has other nutritional benefits like iron, fiber, and folate, which is actually something that a lot of people are missing in their diet, not just elderly people. So I created the product Broma, and we have 3 core SKUs: our original dark chocolate almond butter, dark chocolate coconut almond butter, and dark chocolate cherry. We also have a seasonal flavor out right now, our dark chocolate pumpkin spice flavor, and we will be rolling out a CBD line of spreads in the next month or so. It's a hemp-based CBD. It doesn't have THC in it, so it's not hallucinogenic in any way. It's just a relaxing effect, which I personally like to eat chocolate after meals. So if you like something like that, something sweet, just as an end cap, it's the perfect addition between meals or right before bed for the CBD version.
Yum. Excellent. Yeah. Now, how can we buy some of this to give for Christmas presents?
Sure. Yeah. So our website.
Put in the chat your website, but also, so you have a website we can go to and order these wonderful. What's the price point?
We sell them for $13.99, but there's a lot of sales coming up. We're doing 12 days of deals starting tomorrow, actually. So stay tuned. You can follow us on social media at Eat Broma. Our website is also eatbroma.com. I'll put it in the chat, but there's definitely
Broma
for discounts.
Is spelled Broma. Broma, just like it sounds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How about that? What a good idea. Thank you so much, Taylor. How delicious.
Yeah.
And we have the next one, Elton. Who else do we need to?
Regina and
Regina
Patti
and Harold.
And Harold, yeah.
Regina, do you have 3 minutes? Come on camera and tell us more about that dry nail polish that I should have used instead of spilling the wet one on my carpet.
Regina?
So yeah, hi. I didn't have anything to present. I was just attending to it as a guest tonight. That's why I'm not in my good lighting.
No problem. Listen, if somebody wanted to get some of your dry nail polish, would you put in the chat how they can get that?
Yes, I did. I did put some info in the chat as well.
Color Street dry nail polish. Perfect. Holiday sets. When you gather with your family, well, one of our holidays we gathered, all the girls got together and we did a nail party, and it was so fun. We did a nail party together and we could paint each other's nails. And it's so interesting how it comes out when your granddaughter, who is 6, paints your nails. But it was fun. Maybe we should have had the dry color there. Yes. Thank you for being here. And
bring
Thank you
some.
for sharing your information.
Yes, I hope you bring some at the next gathering if anyone would like to see them. Thank you.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, I'm going to stop the timer and start it again. Harold, what can you tell us about yourself? Bring us a Christmas gift of your knowledge. After you unmute, because I'm sure this is your first time on Zoom. And he can do it. He can.
Okay. I'd just like to say Merry Christmas to everyone. And again, thank you for allowing me to become a part of this conglomeration of business people and health-minded, excuse me, health-minded people. I just like to say that let's see now, there was a note that I put here that Kenneth Holmes, the next title, the next book that you should write should be The 9 Lives of Kenneth Holmes. Okay. How to live beyond 9 lives.
Yeah.
You know, and Ross and Sarah, you're concentrating on young mothers and people who that's awesome, because it's just like a lot of us. I had back surgery myself, and after back surgery, what do? Just lay down, just sit down. I'm at a point now where, because I didn't have any real how you want to say, advice about health and about movement and stuff like that. Now it's hard to sleep in a bed, and a recliner is the most comfortable thing in the world to me now, And so, but what you're doing is just wonderful in every way. And Taylor, your the products and things that you're all coming out with, everybody else who's there. It's just great just being among you all. And I just thank you for the opportunity to be able to be with you.
Very good. Thank you, Harold. That was.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And Elton, would it be okay if it's okay with Phil for us to give him one more
Yeah, but
topic
before
challenge?
that, Elton's
Oh.
going to announce the raffle, the
Uh-huh.
prize.
Oh,
Go ahead.
oh, and
Okay.
that's
What
Big
wrote-
roll, drum roll. I'm doing an official perspective. We're doing men and women because we have 2 different prizes. And where do we have? Here we go. Oh, well, goodness gracious. Miss Dia Irby wins the jewelry. All
Okay,
right.
so
Dia
there you
Is
Irby.
go.
it fair for me to be one of the people? I mean,
No,
Yes.
okay,
it's
we got
like
one
the
with
owners of the
one
company
with
being in the, okay, I'll take it. I love it. I love it.
Okay,
So that
and-
was
Love it.
secondly.
okay, now.
So
we-
now I need your address, dear.
okay,
Yes, you do, and I'll have to
among
give
the
it to you.
men- Among the men, we have a gift for Kenneth Holmes. It's
Oh.
Bert Reed.
Woo!
Oh, Kenneth.
So I need your
Alright.
address.
Okay,
Right.
Right.
please put your addresses in our chat box.
And
we'll make sure
actually, we
get those
need
to you.
everybody's
Yeah,
address to send you all a Christmas
Right, right,
card.
right,
So
right, right.
please make sure we have your card.
Very good,
Yeah.
very good. Okay.
All
awesome.
right, congratulations.
Okay, no, so we're just trying to bring it home here. I want us to settle for a minute before Phil comes to get us a great wishes time. I'm gonna take this opportunity. I'm gonna do this again. And you might think this is very stupid, but you believe, you have to
Yeah,
know
from
that we're
Diaz
spreading
Fire.
good wishes to each and every one of you. We want you to know that we're sending healing, love, support, and all those wonderful things. And we're thinking that by doing this, we're going to transfer like contagion, love and support around the world. And so just rub your hands, and when they get good and warm, put them to the screen.
And get some
Put
of
'em
the
to the
fire from
screen.
Dia.
Feel the warmth and the love. We love you all, and we want you to know and feel the love of this holiday season. You're not alone, and that you can do great things, and it's a very important time. Very important time. So we're wishing great holiday season for
Donna,
you.
where are you? We can't see Donna. Okay.
Anyway, so Phil, give us a send-off, if you will. I won't give you what to say and state, but you, in your own mind, be led by the Spirit.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone that's been tuning in, I would just like to say God bless you guys. Thank you for all the work that you do. Everyone here on the broadcast and everyone watching that became inspired by those, as I have, by those that we witnessed today who took the time and dedication to make themselves greater. And then as they did that, they found ways to help us become greater as well. Please don't sleep on these opportunities. Please understand that there's outlets and ways to feed into yourself that the Lord has given us to accelerate our lives. So it's never too late. It's never too late. It's never too late. No matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, it's never too late to give your life to the Lord and to be the greatest that you could be. With that being said, I'll do this last little song, and I pray that you guys are blessed and you enjoy yourselves. I wish I could sing because I would sing right now instead of rap, but I can't, so it's okay. Some cats will sell their soul for the ice and the chain, but it's just so sometimes that's the price for the fame. We try to live our life fast, stick your life in the lane, but you can get stuck. Kind of like your life's in the frame. Doing all the wrong things to put your life in the flame. Now you getting sick and tired of that straight from the pain. Now you trying to take your life and stick a knife to your vein. I suggest you keep it rolling like the dice in the game. It gets hard like trying to fly a kite in the rain. It gets hard like trying to fly in rice in the grain. So you get mad and try to find the right for the aim. But see, the devil's like a rifle aim right for your brain. In the name of Jesus Christ, there's life to be gained. If you look, then you can see there's life in his name. God is looking for the soldiers and you're right for the game. So go out, possess the land that's rightfully claimed. Yeah, love you guys, man.
Thank you. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Thank
So-
you so much.
Remembering everybody who came on today. First, we heard from Peter, who was the inventor that made Mix new drink, and he's supported by Nicki Minaj. And then we heard from Mr. Kenneth Holmes, who has written the book, Keep Your Eye on the Prize, an amazing author writing book. And then we also heard from Donna Ford, who shared with us details about life insurance and the financial elements that we need to be aware of to keep us focused on important things. And then we've heard from, of course, we got to thank our host, Mr. Adia Irby, for all her help and support today. What a great job she did. Thank you so much. And then, of course, we've heard from Ross and Sarah, and their health fit focus for maternity and those kind of things. Thank you so much, you guys. Really, really appreciate that. And also we heard from Miss Taylor Swift. I was going to say Taylor Swift, but Taylor Smith, who talked to us about, her chocolate and CBD models of chocolate. Oh, man. And then we heard the incredible stylings of Phil Church Board Clips Incorporated and how he's raising money to give shoes out to people. Oh, my goodness. And this was incredible. It was outstanding. And you heard from us. And we want you to be a part of our circle and family. We want you to be a part of our community. Don't forget, this is Brightside Global Trade. And please don't forget to subscribe. We're doing amazing things. It's going to be an amazing year coming up. And also, we didn't hear from Patti. And and so as we're wrapping up, Patti, please give us a 1 to 2 minute synopsis on what you do and how you do it. I'm sorry, we're coming to the bend of it. Unmute.
So everybody needs to know Patti's importance. She's one of the pioneers of this group because we were hosting our Women Business Empowerment event. She was our first, she and Priscilla and everybody were among the first sponsors for this program, which was canceled because of COVID.
Okay.
So here we are, almost 2 years now, running this program. And so Patti, go ahead. We never get to see you, so the floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much. It has been an absolute pleasure and a blessing to have been a part of this group for the last 2 years. So my name is Patti Simons, and I am a paparazzi independent consultant myself. I joined paparazzi back in 2018, just as something extra. I finally found some jewelry that did not irritate my ears and that I could wear. So growing up, I struggled with jewelry and having allergic reactions to the different types of metals. And so at that point, I think I had 2 pairs of earrings in my entire collection. So for me, it was super exciting to find something that didn't irritate my ears that I could wear and something that I could actually build a collection with and actually wear some jewelry other than the other 2 pieces I had. buying it from my friend, kept buying it from her. People were wanting to buy my pieces off of me. And it took a while, but she finally convinced me to sell it. So like Miss Priscilla, I've, been with it for quite some time. I've done basket parties, I've done home parties, and let me tell you, getting a group of ladies together and just having fun, you bond, you commune, you share a meal, and then you break out the jewelry and you have fun. And it's like hanging out with some kids. We fight over the jewelry, we play with it, but at the end of the day, we have a blast. So for 2 years, I've been a part of this group, gotten to know some fabulous ladies, built some fabulous relationships. And again, it's truly been a pleasure and a blessing to be a part of this group. And thank you so much for letting me speak tonight.
I'm glad that we were able to sneak you in at the last. Let me just remind you that you can save the chat. If you don't know how to do that, the 3 little dots to the right where you would write your message, click that and it will have a drop down. You click save chat, because there's so much information that you want to know. You want to remember how to get Kenneth's book, Eye on the Prize. You want to know how to order the jewelry. You want to know how to get the delicious chocolate and almond spread. And there's just so much in there that I can't even remember it all. I'm going to have to hit save to save the chat to have it. Especially a special thanks that I'm going to give is the privilege that I had and the honor I had to be a part of this amazing night, and thank the Brewingtons for their vision, for their stepping out in obedience to what they saw as a possibility and creating Brightside Global Trade TV. It's amazing, and all the work that they do, they are giving so much opportunities to so many individuals. And we have to order and Phil's music and maybe buy some shoes instead of buying a 12th pair for ourselves. Buy a pair and send it to the kids, or send the money for them to have some shoes. Good right? Idea. Yeah. Next time you think about buying shoes for yourself, how many do you already have in your closet? Send the money to Phil. There you go. Good idea. Because he's making a difference from head to toe. That's right. Bringing the light of Jesus. Right. And I know we're past time. Donna, is your audio working? I want you to share that story about the Christmas song right before we close.
Okay.
If it'll work.
Can everybody hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, we'll try it.
All right. All right. So my favorite hymn is Silent Night. The reason for that goes back to World War I. Okay. In 1914, the British and the Germans were on the front, across the fields there in France. They were fighting each other. And of course, it's cold, it's December, it's Christmas Eve. They're a long way from home. They're exhausted. They're thinking, gosh, this is the worst possible place we could be in. And it's terrible, right? And one of the British soldiers sees a light in the distance, and he creeps across the no man's land to see what's going on the German side. When he gets there, he sees that they've got some lights strung up to kind of simulate some kind of a Christmas celebration. They have a few trees there that they're making their own kind of Christmas event. And then they start to sing, and they sing Silent Night in German. And the British soldiers that are still in their trenches hear this singing, and they don't know what the words are precisely because it's in German, but they know the tune. So they start to reply by singing to the German song. They sing the same song in English. Now the story gets more interesting than that. So as light begins to break, they decide to come out of their trenches. And I know this sounds a little nutty, but they actually crossed that no man's land and talked to each other. They had like their own little informal truce for that day. They said, okay, we're not going to try and kill each other. It's Christmas. We're all Christians. We all love God. So let's just put down our weapons and for a few hours at least, celebrate the fact that we're still alive. And I thought that made that hymn so significant. So next time you sing that song, think about that.
Very good.
Thank you. I'm glad you were able to share that. And again, it's been my pleasure to help guide us through this as the MC. and helped along by the Brewingtons. And thank you all for being here, and stay tuned. There's always more coming from a Brightside Global Trade. For closing remarks, the Brewingtons want to close us out?
Yes, I do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say a prayer, fellowship, wishes for this holiday season. And my wish is simply that there may be times, and if somebody to call where you might find a little overwhelmed, and if you'll think of just one thing, what you might be able to do for someone else, I promise you that that moment of darkness and obstacle will drift away from you if you'll do something for someone else. So, and I'm going to pray, simple prayer. And my simple prayer is that this holiday season will bestow into you such a wonderful gift, a gift you've never thought to have and experienced before, and a love that is beyond comprehension in its total peace and transformation. And it's my prayer that your household is filled with all the important things: love, support, devotion, and great food. That's my prayer. And at the count of 3, we're recording, and I want you all on tape. I want you to say and wish each and every person here a Merry Christmas. Let me finish with this prayer. Dear Lord, thank you. We bless you. We praise you for today. We praise you for things ahead and the future that is ours to hold, and that we can love and support each other in the grandest fashion. Thank you for this year as we open up the benefits for the year ahead. Hallelujah. Amen. 1, 2, 3.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas to you.
Christmas.
Thank you,
Merry
blessings. I
Christmas.
pray that you all have a
Merry
wonderful
Christmas.
Christmas. Thank you so much for being a part of our program.
Yes.
And we look forward to you soon. All right.
Bye.
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 Be well. Be well.
Merry Christmas.